show, which has been running longer than the main event, the duel between Rob Andrew and Stuart Barnes for England's fly half spot. The Southwest field the same side which beat the North last week, and that means there's no place for Victor Ubogo at tight head prop. Another opportunity for Chris Clark from Swansea on the loose head to impress the selectors, along with wings Simon Morris and Nick Beal, who scored 5 tries between them last week. Despite their success against the Midlands, London felt the need for change. A new centre pairing with Fran Clough alongside Damien Hopley, Wasps' latest Cambridge Blue. And the third change brings Alex Snow, a genuine lock, coming in to partner Richard Langhorne in the second row. In treacherous underfoot conditions, there was only one try in a disappointing first half, and that was scored by London's Alex Snow. The score then at half-time, 14-3 to London. We join play at the beginning of the second half, commentator Nigel Starmer-Smith.
So quite a leeway for the Southwest to make up. Seldom victors over London in this divisional competition. Have to go back to '88 for a last Southwest win over London. And only once ever before that. And that time Darren Crompton offside. Andrew, Clough. Strong run up the middle with support from Langhorne. Bates, could be something up here. Clough inside. Bates again. Rob Andrew. Finding it hard to keep the momentum and keep the feet in any switch of direction at all. And the referee had been playing advantage with the Southwest offside in front of the post. From Andrew. 14 points ahead then. 5 minutes into the second half. And certainly his kicking display, another important facet of his game that keeps him in that England side. Restart by Barnes. Ryan, Bates, Andrew. He's put in some good probing kicks, but this time Webb has a bit of time to get it back. Fly hack by Alan Buzzer. Untidy ball as Moore tried to tap it back for Bates. Southwest quick this time to take advantage. Hill. Clark standing off. Ryan's tackle. Popped up to Hill again, to Barnes. Mismove in the centre, Webb up in the line. Good to Glanville. Morris, a special cheer again for the home lad. And London offside. Mismove in the centre with the fullback coming in, then the loop round by de Glanville, giving Simon Morris a half chance here. Kept the momentum and did well to get past the man with the pass in, but there was offside. So, staying just about in the hunt. An 11-point deficit confronting the Southwest. Big shrill blast. London deliberately turning the scrum. Webb. Full position. It's another line kick missed. Buzzer. Young under-21 international O'Leary's impressed in this championship. It's good link again. Cutting through the midfield was Clough. Bates. Buzzer. Webb's there. Bates took it well. Sets it wide to O'Leary. Crowd, I think, claiming it may have gone forward. Clark. Well, it's like a juggernaut trying to change direction suddenly on this kind of track. This is Webb. Back from Redmond. Barnes. Buzzer again. Ryan. Hill, nice dummy. Inside. Beal. Thumped down there by the tackle of Fran Clough. And Beal still feeling the effects of that. Buzzer's kick, though, is still in play. Clark. Zoppo is Ryan. De Glanville to Webb. Morris still. Oh, what a tackle by Buzzer. Great cover from the London fullback. And the most exciting passage of the game, but on this surface, difficult to run clear. Morris took it well, challenged his man. Watch the classically timed and accurate fullback tackle. Meanwhile, two injured players on the near side. Nick Beal, who was thumped down by Fran Clough, and Richard Hill also injured. But play resumes. South West with only 13 effectively in the lineup. Charge down kick. Loose on the line. And Pilgrim puts it away just. Both Beal and Hill fit to resume. It's not been the happiest day for Ben Clark. And now, can South West pull back a try here? They have the throw in, they're on the London line. It's loose. And the smile belongs to Andy Robinson. Yet another mistake it was, this time in London's defence, that allowed the South West through and hauls them back into contention. You can see it eluded the grasp of Langhorne, and Robinson was through. So a quick powwow for the London pack. Some pertinent words from Brian Moore. Conversion attempt to come. Jonathan Webb, 13 minutes into the second half. Big cheer goes up. And now they're only 4 points adrift. So the Kingsholm crowd getting behind the green jerseys of the South West Division. From Hill. London a bit lucky on the bounce there. Buzzer takes it away. O'Leary. But it's Morris underneath it. With Webb inside. De Glanville. Charge on by Ben Clark. Back inside the London 22. Hill to Barnes. Wide out is Beal. Webb again. Beal on the wide outside. Andrew chasing. Beal goes round. Beal's in. And they take the lead with that spectacular score. Another great moment for this 22-year-old. Comes through the ranks of first Royal Grammar School High Wycombe, then the High Wycombe club, spotted by Northampton, brought into the England 7, and through the colours of Buckinghamshire comes into this South West Division side. Beautiful setup with good work before it by Morris, and then as they stretched this time to the right, Webb was perfectly placed. He had been in the earlier move, and Beal had the pace to get round Rob Andrew and Buzzer. Great moment for him, the 22-year-old right winger. Big Ben, first cap against South Africa, a happy debut, notably that second half performance against the South Africans, and of course in the Barbarians lineup against Australia. Quite some season for him. Robinson's hand in the way. Great running from Andrew, though. Some class play here from the fly half. Andrew himself all the way. He's in. Tremendous solo effort. That will answer any critic, surely. Well, a captain's effort and a man under pressure's supreme answer. He weighed it up so well, you could see him thinking on his feet. He had the man outside, but watch here how he just delays the pass when I think most people would have given it. Having made this tremendous change of direction, this is where the pass was on, but he could see he'd got enough initiative and impetus to get there himself. That's a lovely score. And pulls his side back in front again. Just about midway through this second half. And I'm sure Stuart Barnes will be the first to admire that effort. Andrew then, to complete to his personal satisfaction that little passage of play. And back then, 6 points ahead again. Go London. Hill. Caught trying to snipe around the fringes. Players back down on the deck after the tackle, to the irritation of Ben Clark. Not quite as intended. Redmond with the pickup. Andy Robinson. Hill. Barnes. Nice gap to Glanville. Guscott's in. Great score. And the Southwest come back again. And that time it was Barnes the instigator. And now back within a point come the Southwest. A game of fluctuating fortunes if ever there were. And a little short, sharp answer from Stuart Barnes. Gets a wry smile from him. He did it on the pickup, which helped to act as a bit of a decoy for him. There's a gap, he took it. Then the slick handling. Nicely timed by de Glanville. Guscott with the pace to run in. So this to recapture the lead with quarter of an hour to go. It's a good effort, but it's just left of the upright. Pretty well the ADT Divisional Championship title at stake in this game, one would sense. Each team convincing winners last week. Southwest beating the North convincingly 29-9. London winners over the Midlands. Southwest lead on the tricount 3-2, but Andrew's kicking, goal kicking that is, the difference at the moment. Southwest trying to develop some forward momentum. The ball is there and available, dug out by Blackmore. Hill, Barnes, dummies to Guscott, switches to de Glanville. Another of the New England caps of this season. 18 metres out from the London line. Green ball again. Drop goal attempt by Barnes is wide. No fairy tale to match that at the end of the Pilkington Cup final in that instance. London on the counter-attack. Fran Clough, O'Leary downed on the 22. But the man that following up was on the deck after Robinson's tackle on O'Leary. Well, thrilling passage of play with some real sense of adventure here, London. The wedge is there. Chris Clark doing good work. Shoots it back. Robinson. Collared by Ryan. It's there for Hill again. Now Barnes. Didn't go quite as far forward as he'd hoped. But it's Barnes now. The cover of snow. And a penalty to the Southwest. As London come in offside. Well, they seem to leave it all for Stuart Barnes to recover what had looked an innocent enough kick. Webb has a chance to put the Southwest ahead once more. Oh yes. 26 points to 24 with less than 5 minutes to go. The Southwest are back in front. Rob Andrew to Hopley. Clough trying to link, the tackles come in, the knock on there, and no advantage to the Southwest. They'll have the scrummage put in. Referee already checks his watch. Gordon Black of the Irish Rugby Football Union from Leinster. And he's quite happy to keep the possession. Long enough indeed for the final whistle to come, and the Southwest triumph for only the third time ever against London in the history of the Divisional Championship. And what a second half contrast we had by way of excitement. Southwest then coming back so well and ending worthy winners after being down 43 at half time. They come back to win with 3 second half tries, 26 points to 24.
Stuart, 17-3 down. I guess in the old days we wouldn't have expected the Southwest to have come back in the divisional.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point, Nigel. We have emphasised that the will is all important, and we know that we've always had talented players, but the will hasn't always been there. And we said if we can get that will, then we've got a good chance. London are a good team, but at 17-3 we really were staring defeat in the face, and all the skill in the world doesn't dig you out of those pits. It's a commitment to one another, and we've developed a very good team spirit within the Southwest for once, and I think that was graphically illustrated this afternoon.
Yeah, we said all week that this was going to be the hardest of the divisional games. I thought we just about did enough, but the Southwest came back really well, and you've got to give them credit for coming back so well after being 17-6 down.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you know, is there not always this danger that you begin to sit back? And I know that point scoring has changed, but 17-3 looks a pretty impressive lead, doesn't it?
Yes, it was, and I mean, you always try not to sit back, and we certainly didn't consciously do that. Perhaps we did a little bit. They came back well and scored 2 quick tries, and suddenly you're talking about 14 points, and you're straight back in the game.
Been a lot of media hype about the fly-half battle. Did that add pressures to your game today?
No, I don't think it did to Rob or myself. We've been around a long time, and captain and outside half is a tactical decision, and we've got our own games to play. And I know I spoke to Rob before. He's not looking what I was doing, and I wasn't him. And we have our own games to play, and I think it was very handy for the press because it's very easy to hype it up. But neither of us took that particularly seriously. It's just another important divisional game.
No, I don't think it added any pressures to either of us. We both continue to play our own games, and people will continue to argue the merits of both players. After today, the Southwest won. London, I was pleased with the performance overall, apart from a spell of about